While scrolling through the ghost subreddit, I came across a post from a user named Tripgate that stopped me in my tracks. They explained how the security camera at their father's house almost never goes off. It's tucked away in the corner of a room and rarely detects anything. But one night around 9 p.m., something in the darkness caused this camera to detect motion. Just beyond the foosball table, a pale, ghost-like figure can be seen gliding back and forth. This translucent figure quietly lingered near the shadows in the back of the room. Triska was stunned when he first reviewed this footage, and no one was in that part of the house at the time. And whatever this was, it doesn't resemble a person. A few people in the comments suggested that this is merely a spider web in front of the camera. But is that really the case? Then why does it seem to move behind the table? Feel free to let me know what you think. A woman named Stephanie moved into a new home with her family a few years back. As they settled in, they stumbled upon something strange. Tucked above every doorway in the house were small clusters of crystals. No one had mentioned them, and they definitely weren't part of any decor. Slightly unnerved, but curious, they left them untouched, figuring they were placed there for a reason, maybe even as a form of protection. Then, late one night, a motion-activated camera on their back porch captured something that left the entire family deeply unsettled. In the dead of night, the camera captured a pale, colorless figure drifting through their yard. This unnerving ghostly figure quickly moved toward the left side of the yard, where it eventually faded into the darkness of the night. Whatever it was, it didn't belong there. And as Stephanie watched the footage, a chilling thought crossed her mind. Was this possibly what those crystals were trying to keep out? On a TikTok account run by a woman named Kimberly, she mostly posts videos of her kid. But one of the videos on her account is of something a whole lot creepier. One day while Kimberly was at work, she received a motion notification from the camera in her house. Her stomach immediately dropped, as she knew that no one was home at the time. And when she reviewed the footage, her eyes widened at what she saw. What looks like a faint shadowy figure appeared to walk by the two glass doors. This transparent silhouette is just barely visible as it quickly moves from right to left. If you watch near the bottom of the doors, you can just vaguely make out what looks like legs walking by. This short clip has Kimberly freaked out and currently questioning if her home is haunted. But what do you think? A woman named Natasha has a Ring camera on the back door of her house. And late into the night, close to 4:30 in the morning, this camera captured something unusual happening with her bike. Natasha's bike was resting against an AC unit, when without warning it began rolling backward. Then in a startling turn, it suddenly lunged forward, almost as if an unseen force was trying to steal it. This movement seemed too deliberate to be caused by the wind. So, could there be a logical explanation for this? Or is this proof of a ghost attempting to take this bike for a joyride? The historic Jefferson Hotel in Jefferson, Texas, has earned a reputation as a chilling paranormal hotspot. With a long history dating back to the 1850s, it's one of the most famously haunted hotels in the state. The building that now houses the hotel was constructed in 1851. It was originally used as a warehouse for goods. It was eventually converted into a hotel, then years later ended up being owned by a paranormal enthusiast named Jeremy. Since owning the hotel, Jeremy has had his own fair share of unsettling encounters, which he does his best to document and share on his YouTube channel, the historic Jefferson Hotel. Guests at the hotel have reported hearing child's laughter, phantom footsteps, and witnessing furniture move on its own. With many cameras scattered throughout the hotel, unexplainable things are often caught. And in October, one of these cameras caught something that Jeremy is struggling to explain. A large dark shadow suddenly engulfed the door, soon followed by a black object to the right. According to Jeremy, every October they decorate a haunted house inside the hotel. Near the door where the shadow appeared are a few tall curtains. And although this black object looks similar to a curtain, the one that's hanging where this took place is white. Jeremy tried his best to debunk this, but he was never able to achieve the same result as what was caught on camera. Another night at the hotel, as Jeremy walked by the gift shop, he heard something that caught his attention. A small brass angel on the shelf suddenly fell over, soon followed by an owl on a different shelf, plunging to the ground. Jeremy just so happened to be walking by when this happened, stopping him in his tracks and leading him to investigate. The eerie events in the hotel only seemed to continue, as one day as a guest was walking down the hall, something bone-chilling was caught on camera. Shortly after a guest walked by, the doll propped up against the wall mysteriously toppled over. According to Jeremy, that doll had sat in that exact spot for over a month, never budging until now. But there's something even more unsettling hidden in this footage. Just moments before the doll crashed to the ground, the head of another doll eerily shifted. What makes this even creepier is the timing. Right after the first doll's head turned, the second doll inexplicably fell. Luckily, another camera angle captured this chilling sequence. The man walks by, the doll sitting on the floor subtly turns its head to the right, and then almost as if triggered by an unseen force, the other doll is knocked to the ground. The eerie activity caught in this hotel is beyond unsettling, and for me, it was enough to decide that I'm never setting foot in the Jefferson Hotel. Chris from the Urbex Hill YouTube channel is known for his bravery as he often sets out to explore dangerous abandoned locations alone. In one of his explorations, he set his sights on the abandoned Westinghouse factory. Located in Cleveland, Ohio, the factory was established in 1886, but today sits deserted, left to decay as the years pass. Back in 2022, Chris first stepped foot inside this building to investigate. But while strolling through the dark halls, he stumbled upon the chilling sight of a man hunched over in the darkness.
This place is so wet. Oh, you scared the fuck out of me. Yo. You need some help, bro? Yo. Responding, I'm gonna leave him alone. Get the f*** out of his way.
Unsettling sight sent a chill down his spine, and his first thought was to get as far away as possible. But something in Chris told him to ask the man if he needed any assistance. He made his way back down to the dark hall, but as he stepped inside, the man was gone, now somewhere roaming through the shadows of the building. Fast forward to today, Chris waited till the dead of night and entered the factory.
This is super sketchy. There's another collapse right here. That wasn't there before. Jesus.
The factory was just as creepy as he remembered. It seemed to be a bit more dangerous, as parts of the building had started to collapse. He cautiously continued exploring, until eventually finding himself in the exact spot where he last saw the hunched-over man.
This is where I saw that dude at. Damn, look at that rock. I mean that brick. It's ready to fall. Super sketchy. Walking underneath this. What was that?
The sound of banging came from somewhere around Chris, immediately putting him on edge, as it could very well be someone dangerous lingering around him. As he proceeded through the halls, his camera battery died, leading him to switch over to his GoPro. And soon after, things took an incredibly chilling turn.
That is nasty though. Ugh. My light went out. Where's my phone? Jesus Christ. Man, are you serious right now?
The battery in his light suddenly died, plunging Chris into darkness. He frantically began trying to swap out the battery, but in the distance, the sound of someone or something could be heard moving. With only the light from his phone to guide him, he insanely made his way towards the noises he heard. He swapped out the battery in his camera and light, and soon decided to leave the factory after getting a bad feeling.
Let me get out of here before I end up getting jumped. There's gotta be somebody in here. here.
As Chris was headed for the exit, he had no idea what he just caught on camera until later reviewing his footage. A pitch-black figure walks from right to left, directly in front of Chris. This spine-chilling figure almost completely blended into the surrounding darkness, and is just barely visible if we crank up the brightness. The strangest part about this figure is just how dark it appears, almost as if it was a black shadow instead of a living person. Whoever or whatever was walking around was fully aware that Chris was nearby and was most likely watching him the entire time. I have no idea how this man continues to do these explorations alone, but clearly he's got balls of steel. Midwest Ghost Hunters YouTube channel ventured along to investigate the notoriously haunted Pikama sanatorium in Minnesota. Built in 1905, it was initially a tuberculosis hospital until its closure in 1943. Over the years, many lives were lost within these walls, leaving a dark energy behind. So, in the middle of the night, Ian prepared to enter this forgotten building.
Holy moly, you guys. I can't believe I'm about to go in here. Whoa. I just heard something in there. Hello? I don't know what the heck that was. The noise came from the second floor. Is anyone up there? What the hell is that? Okay, I was originally creeped out to go in there, now I'm terrified.
Before even entering the building, bizarre sounds could be heard coming from the upper floors, an ominous sign of what was lingering inside. Ian bravely ventured to the second floor in search of what was causing these sounds.
Hello? Okay, I'm hearing more noises. If that was you, could you make another sound? This is one of the rooms. One of the rooms I was hearing the noises. Are there any patients in here?
A ghostly woman's voice was caught eerily close to Ian, almost immediately proving that something is still lurking within these walls. And as he tried his luck with an EMF meter, responses immediately came through.
If there's any spirits in here that'd like to communicate, is there a spirit in here with me right now? Because I heard some noises coming from this room. If you are in here with me, could you touch that green light? Yes. Thank you. Are you a patient here? Yes. What were you sick with? Was it tuberculosis? Yes. I am so sorry to hear that. Are there other spirits here? How many are there? How many are there? How many are there?
This chilling sound caught his attention. So, thinking fast, he began taking photos in the area that it came from.
Hello? Thought I may have heard somebody down here. Whoa, I got something weird on this camera. Let me try to get it again. Whoa, what the heck was that? Dude! It's like a straight up mist figure in here.
was in this room.
Hello?
It was like right in this doorway, and it's gone.
Hello?
Whoa.
Who's over here?
I'm seeing stuff and hearing stuff in here. Whoa! Holy dude! A freaking mist just went right in front of me! It went right out that door!
Where'd you run off to?
I can't run back there. It must have went this way.
Are you over here?
Oh my god. I'm hearing weird shit at the end of this hallway.
Are you down there?
Whoa! Whoa!
Incredibly, this ghostly mass was caught entering a room. But as Ian stepped inside, nothing could be found. He then made his way to the next floor, and the activity only seemed to get stronger.
Oh man. The wind has picked up along with the activity. That makes it even way scarier. Where'd you go? I didn't scare you away, did I?
Oh! Okay, I gotta get out of here. I'm done for now. I'm done. I'm not done. I'm coming back.
The terrifying sound of a slamming door was enough to send running, and after taking some time to gather his thoughts, he decided to venture up to the attic.
Time to make our way up to the attic. Ain't that creepy, huh? There's definitely somebody up here with me. What kind of spirit would haunt an attic? Old hospital. Something not good, right?
What? Dude! Am I going crazy or did that just move? No fucking way! You see that? It was up against that wall. Those beams.
Could you move it again?
What? Oh my god! What the hell? Are you seeing that?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Screw that. I am not going over there. What the fuck is going on up here?
Was whistling.
The attic seemed to be crawling with activity, as several eerie sounds, objects moving on their own, and ghostly whistling were caught. Ian then set his sights and his balls of steel on the basement, eager to see what he might catch next.
Hello? Is anybody down here? Whoa. You see that? It's a ball. And it's perfectly placed right in that doorway. That's weird, isn't it? Did you put this ball here? They say that a child has been heard running down this hallway. Is that you that they're hearing? If you're in here, could you move this ball?
Holy. That was loud.
Okay. Thank you for making that noise. A scary noise at that. Could you make another sound?
Oh my god, this kid is aggressive. What the hell? Is it even a kid at all? I don't know. What? No way! Oh my god! What? Look at that! That ball just moved! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got a weird feeling in this room.
Oh shit! Holy shit! That was a shadow! That was a shadow! This just passed right by my camera. Holy.
A short black mass quickly ran past Ian, appearing to be the height of a child. But the combination of all these paranormal occurrences throughout the night was enough for Ian to call it quits. But his bravery for even entering this building is incredible, because I would never.